You led me straight to the fall. I'm broken, I'm still trying, skin and bone.
Welcome back, everybody. We have a big story this week. I've been waiting to cover it, but I've been so busy. But there's been new stuff that just came out. So luckily, I kind of get to make a video with more of the stuff in one video instead of making two separate videos. But EDP has been caught again. For those of you who don't know who he is, he's a YouTuber who was around for a while, got pretty popular, and then got caught in a sting operation. But unfortunately, that sting operation wasn't from someone like Chris Hansen. It was from other YouTubers. And since they didn't do it the way that goes with the police, he never got arrested. But he basically got banned from everywhere on the internet, because anywhere he went, he would just get harassed. He got his YouTube channel banned. He then went here, there, everywhere. I do believe for a while he found a place on TikTok. But so many things that came out from that initial story, that he was talking to other children, not just, the decoy, as well as all of his videos about it. He would make excuses, he would lie about it. He was told it was a movie and that he was reading from a script. And of course, the famous excuse that he was there to get a cupcake. But apparently recently, a YouTuber by the name of Gideon, from what I understand, was going to do an interview with EDP, kind of just to clown on him. And when joining his Discord, EDP kind of found one of the kids in the Discord, started talking to them, formed a bit of a relationship, and then eventually that person kind of told Gideon, or one of the moderators, and then it became what the situation we have now. So that's where the confusion first of all comes from. A lot of people think this was a sting operation. It was not. It was an actual thing with a child. But then Gideon started, to get in contact with another YouTuber who usually does a lot of these things. They got in contact with the police, and then Gideon went to meet him dressed as an actual cupcake. But on top of all of that, what Gideon recently revealed in a YouTube interview he did with Moist Critica, that apparently he was not going to release that clip that blew up overnight, because of course they were working with the police. He thought he would be sitting on this video for a while, but the girl ended up going public with some of this stuff, and then Gideon now was able to kind of talk about it himself. And I cannot wait to react to that video of him clowning on him, doing all this stuff. There's a few clips that have been revealed, but I'm gonna wait to show most of them until the actual video comes out. But thankfully, from all of that, it seems like EDP will finally put in jail the one thing that everyone's been waiting for, the one thing he's been avoiding. But it doesn't stop there, because now EDP has responded to the situation. He did it, I think, on a TikTok live with someone talking about it. And he did it as well for a full video. Thank you to this YouTuber, I think his name is pronounced Quibit, for releasing the full thing.
Take a look.
You know what I mean? You got mother out here that are doing anything for views. I'm gonna cut straight to the chase, man. You know what I mean? I'm talking about Gideon, right? Now, this guy is the definition of a, you know what I mean? He's the definition of everything I did not want to be when it came to growing my YouTube channel back up in the day. I never was the type of to go out and purposely with people in public, you know what I mean? Just to get a rise about them, just to, get a reaction out of people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he just did it to get a reaction. He just went to bother you. Though I just have a little question for you. So why is it that your YouTube channel back in the day, whatever happened to that channel, Did it get banned on the internet for, some reason? And that reason brought you to the situation today,
This decided to fly across country, try to catch me in the act on some bull, tracked me down, stalked me, camped outside of my mother dialysis center. The fact that you flew cross country, you feel me, to with somebody, not to mention, this is my mother dialysis center. This is life or death, bro.
EDP is hitting all of the YouTuber push the blame check marks all in a row and all in one video. Making the guy seem obsessed over you. Making it over dramatic about what the guy had to do this. The sympathy with the life or death, etc, etc. I mean, yeah, the guy did show up at your dialysis center in a fucking cupcake costume. But it's not like they purposely picked the dialysis center versus somewhere more private. They probably just picked it because that's where they knew you would be. You know, if you were to get arrested or served papers, they would do the same exact thing. If they don't know where you live, they will go to the place they know you will be. And I get it. It's not like he is the police. But it's also not like you didn't do something wrong. So why is it that he was just doing something bad and people who defend EDP would be like, oh yeah, no, that is pretty bad to go to his dialysis center. Yeah, but what about talking to children? Isn't that kind of like outweighs everything here? Two wrongs don't make a right. And I get that. But for real, it's not like he went there to go and harass him for like an unpaid parking ticket or like a library book.
Don't understand that I need this to live. I couldn't receive dialysis that day because my blood pressure went straight through the roof.
What do you mean you didn't get dialysis that day? You were leaving the center. They didn't like walk in to the office, walk into the room that you were in, and stop the doctor. They got you as you were walking out.
But hey, you know what? Hey, man, according to Gideon, hey, it. You know what I mean? It's all about the views. It's all about the money. I guess if the price is right, I'd probably be down with becoming a sucking in front of the whole world. And you know, hey, as long as they slide me my $5 million check, I'm down with, you know, turning on the camera. I'm down with, you know, laying up on my back and getting my sucked by another guy. You feel me?
What the fuck? What is happening in this part of the video? Oh my god. I think I get what he's trying to say. That he's just like a whore for views. How he would do anything to, you know, get the video. Like, I really lost what to say. Just because that's just like so fucking extreme.
It's all about the money. It's all about the views, right, Gideon? Right? And then it didn't end there. I had to go to the surgical center, right, to have a chest port put in my chest. This mother followed me across town, 25 miles across town. Hey, EDP, man, we just want a fucking word. Really? I just came out of surgery. Videotaping me without my consent. Videotaping what kind of car I drive.
Oh my god, pushing more of the blame. They followed me 20 miles. Like, they would know where you were going. Even if that happened, you know what I mean? They waited outside for my surgery. You got something put in your chest, and you just, like, walked out and, like, 20 minutes later? I highly doubt that happened I don't think that happened, period. But the exact way you're making it sound, I doubt. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You can't just wait outside of a hospital in a cupcake costume. And then more of the sympathy, my car is being filmed and I'm being filmed without my consent. You know what can't consent? The person you were talking to.
Hiding behind that whole little bull. Oh, well, you know, technically, you can't do anything. You know, this is the excuse they like to make when they don't want to get knocked out. And then, you know, have the police come and, you know, tell them mother to leave, right?
If you were gonna say the whole thing about, oh, that's the excuse they use to not get arrested or stopped, I would, you know, be like, okay, that makes a little bit of sense. Some people do use that as an excuse. Not in this case, but you know some people do use that excuse. Or they bullshit, you know, around it and they don't know the actual laws. But you're saying you would have knocked them out if they didn't say that. No, you wouldn't. You actual little bitch. If you would have knocked them out, why didn't you? What's going to be the excuse now? It's like, well, I was actually just getting out of surgery, so that's why I didn't knock them out. No, you wouldn't have.
And how dialysis affects the human body. You know what I mean? Oh, well, here goes EDP again, trying to paint himself out to be the victim. You know what? Listen, motherfucker. Like I said before in my past videos, you can twist, turn, can screw this motherfucking video. You can chop it up. You guys can snort it on some nose candy. You guys can do whatever the you want to do. You know what I mean? Because at this point, listen, you guys are going to have your opinions about me. At the end of the day, listen, man, just like Shia LaBeouf said, I don't give a what you think.
But you do. Because you run back to being on the internet every time you get kicked out. I'm sure you'll make some excuse that you love it or something like that. But if you really didn't care, you wouldn't have spent that 2 years making videos about it, talking about it. Fuck, this video wouldn't be a few minutes long. It would have been like 1 minute long.
And so you can sit back and claim that I'm painting myself as the victim all the you want. The fact that this had no regard for my mother life that day tells and shows a lot about this character. You feel me? The fact that I could have died.
No, you wouldn't have. No, you 100% would not, because no one was stopping you from going in to the dialysis center. No one would have stopped you. You know, if you even got arrested that day, they still would give you the treatment you need before putting you in jail. No one was stopping you. If they were, why aren't you filing charges?
Oh, by the way, my TikTok account was banned. No, saw that coming. So all you mother who don't get no, you guys are probably chattering amongst yourself, posting on Reddit and my God, we got his account banned. Not really. I saw that coming regardless.
But they did get it banned. Even if you saw it coming, they still got it banned. Oh my God, what the fuck is that stupid logic? They still succeeded, you idiot.
Friend of mine decided to come on the stream and decided to blow up my mother Facebook Messenger. And he wanted me to address all this, you know what I mean? Oh, you should go get help. You should do this. You should do that. You know what I mean? You should address this publicly, you know, this and that. Maybe I don't want to address it publicly. Maybe this is something I'd rather handle up in a private manner. Maybe this is something I don't want to talk about.
Yeah, you know what? If this was just you want to handle this privately, you know, the situation between you and Gideon, fine, whatever. If it was a normal feud, he's not telling you to address just, you know, the guy harassing you. He's asking you, you know, this horrible friend of yours, to address the bad situation that you are accused of. And if you were so opposed to talking about it, why did you? Usually I like to show the full apology, so he can't be one of those people that are like, you cutting everything out. But he says much of nothing and just rants for another couple minutes. It's all bullshit and such a shit response. Hopefully this leads to jail time. Hopefully we see the full video from Gideon soon. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. And yeah, no, this guy's a fucking idiot. Have a good night.
I'm done with hitting your wall. Short notice, I just gotta let you know. You led me straight to the fall. I'm broken, I'm still trying, skin and bones. You